Here we
Oh, I
are
was
at
just
the-
maybe I was supposed to put on my uniform. Maybe I did actually do what I was supposed to do.
Oh.
I'll be announcing the squad assignments for the exam now. Let's see. You'll be with Zell Dinch. Ugh, great.
So this is the field exam. The thing we did just now, that's not the field exam.
That was the seed exam. Lively, he's just
Oh.
loud. I knew that squad wouldn't like Del Zinch. Zell Dinch.
Zeldinch. Yeah, well, that makes two of us, buddy.
Oh, look at this guy. He's
This-
doing martial
here's our
arts.
guy.
Look at him. This is he's lively. That's lively to me.
I am lively, and I
I'm
have
lively.
a face tattoo.
I have a face tattoo. I like to do back handsprings. Whoa, I'm with you? Squall's like, huh. Eh. Justin's here. Hi, Justin. Zell's limit break settings can also be changed in the status screen.
He's no Tifa is all.
Booyah. Heel drop. Mock
Booyah.
kick. Burning rave. So what is this? Are these like action moves?
I think when you get a limit break, it's gonna be like, okay, do a limit break, and then you have to do one of these combos, and then that it will be your limit
Boom.
break.
Down, down, down. Down, 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 zero.
down,
Got
circle.
it. Circle.
And all you have to
Not
do to
zero.
remember that is you got to get down. In the burning rave, everyone gets down.
Gets down
Four
four
downs in a
times.
circle.
They get down, 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 down into the hole.
What gave you that impression? Was it the giant scar on my face? This morning.
We weren't fighting, we were training. Yeah, if you're training with someone and they slash you in the face so bad that it leaves a scar, that's not you being bad, that's the other guy being bad.
Well, there you go.
He tell me to ignore the guy who slashed me in the face. Just ignore him. Just ignore him.
He wouldn't have a brain case anymore if I ignored him.
Say what? It can't be changed. It can't be changed. Oh, this guy's got a posse?
He's got a posse.
God, if you have a... Let me tell you, if you have a posse, if you're in a video game and you have a posse, you're bad news.
Fujin and Raijin.
Disciplinary committee? What does that mean? What's that?
What? I missed... Who said disciplinary committee? How did I miss that?
Quistis... Oh, no, Squall, I think, thinking to himself, was like, that's Genjin and Raijin, or whoever the other guy was. And they were like, guess that makes up the whole disciplinary committee.
Oh. Huh.
Save those words for a bad student that needs them, eh? What is his name? Cypher? It's supposed to be Cypher?
Cypher.
Cypher? I'm reading Cypher as Canadian.
Oh.
Just because he said A at the beginning. Add instructor treep to the list.
Trape.
The
Trape?
list? What is it?
Trap?
Trape. I think it's Trape.
Trap?
You're all assigned to Squad B. I'll be the instructor in charge. Teamwork is of the utmost importance. Let's get through this exam, everyone. This guy's powering up. Did you see that?
Yeah, I guess.
Zell was like, ah. Oh, this guy's a nerd.
Headmaster Sid. Every Final Fantasy has a Sid. We all know this.
Is that true?
True.
Is it like every episode of Seinfeld mentions Superman?
Yeah, basically.
But it's a guy named Sid.
Yeah. And they usually have an airship.
Do you think this guy has an airship?
Well, if I were playing this game and I were a Final Fantasy fan, I would say that guy's name's Sid. He's probably got an airship. That's what I would say.
This is a stupid thing to generalize about people named Sid.
Oh, sorry. I guess I must be wrong. He probably doesn't have an airship, and I was wrong. I apologize.
I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming Final Fantasy. I don't want people... I mean, kids are going to play this growing up thinking that Sids have airships.
We don't want to stop normalizing
Sid airship ownership.
Can't have all this Arrow Sid normative media coming into our children's homes.
What is Seed?
I don't know. I think it's basically like a mercenary organization.
Like, okay, so we've got this magic.
I think we're just Keith. I think we're just independent contract peacekeepers.
Really?
I think we're just independent contract peacekeepers. I think if you need someone to carry out peace and justice, you can pay us money and we'll do it.
Okay. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So there's no like
Sweet whip.
There's it looks like the Tesla truck.
No, that looks way cooler than the Tesla.
Okay, so it has like two like raised lights on the back, and I thought that it was like flat, and if it was flat, it would be shaped like that truck. Why is it so big inside? Yo, Squall, show me your gunblade, will ya? Come on, man.
Because they wanted the scene to take up the whole TV.
Gonna get some tea while this is happening. Fortunately, it doesn't automatically go forward, so I'm still clicking the thing. Oh, that's how you get it. Okay. Oh, does it automatically go forward? That's handy. Who is this Joker? This guy's a Joker.
It's Squall's sitting here being grumpy, not talking to people, and I'm like, didn't we just do this with Cloud? Like, Cloud is already not the most original character ever, and I feel like Squall is like a carbon copy of this guy with less exciting hair. It's just like a boring Cloud to me. I don't know.
Okay, well, maybe this is going to be controversial, but Cloud's hair is not exciting. It is dumb.
Yeah. Well, in 1997, it was sick as hell. Bring back 90s anime hair. Modern anime aesthetic is garbage.
Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta grab a cup.
Well, since Keith is gone, I'll tell everybody that I played a little Bowser's Fury last night and this morning, and that seems real great. If you were like, is I I like Mario 3D World, but is Bowser's Fury a good add-on? Sure does seem that way. Got a lot of cats in it.
Ugh. Okay, I'm back with my cup, but Squiggle's outside. So I'm gonna give Squiggle a handful of
Squiggle!
food.
Squiggle is the stray cat that lives in Keith's neighborhood and often comes in Keith's backyard for a rest and to get food from Keith. Yeah, it's basically Keith's third cat. Keith has 3 cats, and 2 of them live inside and aren't allowed to go outside, and one of them lives outside and isn't allowed to come inside. Ooh, sometimes Lucas says remake Final Fantasy VIII, but give the entire project to the My Hero Academia creator, and I actually have a better idea. Don't remake Final Fantasy VIII.
Okay.
Brap.
I grabbed my cup, and I saw my 2 cats eating food. And I was like, oh, both the cats eating food together. That's cute. And then I heard, from outside, I heard a bop, bop, bop. And I looked out, and Squiggle's there. And
Oh,
he's
sorry,
like, I
that
want to
was
eat
my
food
shot
too.
that I fired at FF8.
What's that?
Never mind.
You fire shots at FF8?
I did like the brap sound like 2 seconds ago, and then you were like, I heard burp from outside, and I was like, oh, sorry, that was me. You know?
No, it was Squiggle.
Sometimes
He
you
says,
gotta
I
fire
want to
one
eat
off.
food too. That would be one big benefit to being able to stay and not move. Is I don't have to abandon Squiggle.
Yeah. And listen, you're not just donating to keep Keith where he lives. You're donating to keep Squiggle's most supportive benefactor in place and providing Squiggle with the lifestyle that he deserves.
To be an outside rascal who loves to show up and ask for food and come in when it's raining and snowing and sit for an hour and then be extremely rude about wanting to go back outside.
I'm gonna go make some coffee.
Okay. Trying a new kind of tea. Hope it's good. I have chicken wuss. That means I have chicken wuss and a guy who just reached puberty in my squad. Am I supposed to be chicken wuss? How to drive. Get on, off, forward, back. Steer with directional button. Steer with left stick. Sorry, everyone. I'm pouring this tea. Hot. Oh, okay, there we go. Now I'm ready. Sorry, everyone. Telemarketer or something. Whoop. Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, the car has a little bit of momentum to it. I like that. We got $50 for Squiggle and also Keith. And I guess also Keith. So it feels like the road definitely is leading me here. And another from Treep Groupie. If the Treep Groupie wants to explain how to say Treep, I think it's Treep. It could be Treepy. It could be Treep. Jordan says, Keith, I have exactly 3463 trapped in the Amazon ecosystem. What should I buy? You should buy the digital first season of The Grinder, the best the best comedy television show probably of the last 7 or 8 years. It only got 1 season, but it sure was great. People are saying that Treep like crepe. So that's the vessel? What do you think of that suggestion, Jordan? The last thing that I bought was a handful of the new Star Wars EU books. That was my last Amazon purchase. Jordan's looking to blow the cash and get out, not have to watch something on Amazon, which is fair. So in that case, I would say save, pirate The Grinder, and watch it. Still, that's still part of the plan, and buy a new pan for your kitchen, or a nice thin metal slotted spatula, like a fish spatula, but you can use it for whatever. I like fish spatulas for pancakes. Reptile Brain says, can you get a good pan for $34? You can get an okay pan for $34, yeah. Not the best pan in the world. Oh, you know what else you can get on Amazon for about that amount of money? You can get my favorite ramen, the Nissan umami tonkatsu, I believe is what it is. There's the tonkatsu and the umami tonkatsu, and I can't remember which is which. One of them has like a creamier looking broth, like a more opaque broth, and that's the right one. And it's really good. It's just the obvious best of all time instant ramen. I looked it up. I couldn't tell right away, but you'll be able to tell from the broth. One of them is much lighter. Each of the members of B Squad. Love this pot. I don't use this pot very often, but I love it. Yes, Jordan. Yeah, the ones in the green package. Yeah. They're extremely, extremely good.
Yo,
Hello.
what's going on? Doesn't
Oh.
you seem like you're still in the same truck?
No, we are now in a submarine.
Oh,
We drove to the town, got out of the car and into a submarine, and now we met Zoo here, who is telling us that Dole has been under attack by the G Army since about 72 hours ago. 49 hours
G
into the
Army.
G Army. Does that mean something to you?
It sounds like something, right?
Everything sounds like something.
Wow. Maybe I'm just thinking of like G molars from 13th Sentinel.
Just to catch you up, Kylie, Treep Groupie donated $10, and I asked if Treep Groupie knew how to pronounce Treep. Is it Treep, Treep, or Treepy?
Or Trap.
Or Trap.
Trap.
And they say, frick if I know, for another $5.
It's Trap.
I think it's Treep, like crepe. That was my first instinct, and that's what a couple people in the chat said they thought it was. Justin asked if I've ever had La Mian laksa noodles. I have not had those. I was recommending Jordan blow $35 in like Amazon gift card money on my favorite ramen.
Okay, let's take a look here. Hang on. Okay.
What are we taking a look at? Seed candidates are to eliminate the G Army inside the city. Sounds
Quistis trap.
important.
Quistis trap.
Quistis trap.
Quistis.
trepa.
Quistis Jape.
Quistis treep. Quistis treep.
Kestis Trip.
Kestis Treppe.
Kestis Trip.
Quistis trepa.
Quistis Trip.
These are just nuts.
They're all over the place.
Quistis Trip.
Although I will say that, of course, the French voices said "trape" like crepe.
Let's see. None of these were French.
No? There was a very
Uh,
clearly French accent in there.
Quistis trepa.
Well, hang on.
Kestis Trip.
Yeah, that.
That's Danish.
I was
but
Danish?
yeah.
Okay. Danish is like German French, so
So
no, it's not.
So this is the pronounce. Oh.
I apologize.
Huh.
Dutch is
I
like
thought this was the pronounce wiki, and maybe that's what they were going. Maybe this is it's pronounced Kiwi. I just wasn't expecting. I just saw Kiwi.
Oh, well, this is the problem. The only word that site knows how to pronounce is Kiwi.
Why are we going to pronounce Kiwi to learn how to pronounce Quistis Trap? Here's English USA,
Quistis trap.
English Canada,
Quistis trap.
Catalan,
Quistis trepa.
Mandarin Chinese,
Quistis Jape.
Hong Kong
Quistis
Chinese,
treep.
Taiwanese. That one's blank.
No, it's just very quiet.
Quistis treep.
Quistis treep.
Kestis Trip.
Anyways, but here's I don't know why someone submitted 3 for Australia.
Quistis trepa.
Quistis Trip.
Quistis Trip.
Anyway,
A lot of
Fun
them
with
sound like
language.
strip, like Quistis strip.
yeah,
I'll talk to Quistis.
I think people are thinking a little bit too much about Quistis Strip.
Our goal for this mission is to mop up all the Galbadian soldiers that still left in Dole. All you boys
can
have
tell-
to do is take orders from me, the captain.
How could they be good when there's bad in the name?
It's bad in the name.
They're Galbadian.
My first real battle. I'm getting pretty nervous. Better not piss your pants. Huh, you talking to me?
I thought you... I was looking at the stream feed, so I was slightly delayed, and I thought you predicted that Cypher would say, better not piss your pants, and I almost lost it, and then realized what was happening.
Oh, fuck, he got me! Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't see it.
Fucking Cypher was like, hey, you should go outside. And I was like, okay. And he was like, that's right, because it's my order. I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have done it.
Dang. Next time he suggests something,
He won't get me
just
again.
tell him to fuck himself.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
think this
instead
might be
of
the
going
good-
outside, why don't you
this might be
fuck
the-
yourself?
Wow, bet you thought that was the sky, huh? Well, you were a big dumb idiot because it was actually water. Mind blown.
Mind blown.
And
Oh, my
it
mind was
didn't even
actually
lead into the rest of the
Legit
scene.
blown by that.
Now, of course, Keith, you have to put yourself in the headspace of it's 1999 or whatever, and you just love looking at this just because. Just watching this cutscene is enough.
Yeah.
Look at that fire. Look at his eyes.
You know, and now actually seeing the cutscene render of Squall, he even more looks like the remaster. Like, the hair looks even more like how it looks in the remaster.
Free. You know, and maybe this is kind of a philosophy that came up with like Waka's character in the FF10 remaster, where like they changed his character model to look more like the pre-rendered cutscenes, but I felt like you spend so much time in that game with the in-game Waka character model that it just feels totally wrong to me. Like it just feels like they made his face wrong in the remake. Even if it technically looks like cutscene Waka. But I guess we won't see that because you're going to be emulating the original PS2 version rather than the remake.
Can you get a little closer on the mic, maybe? You're getting a little quiet. Or maybe can you go through, instead of going through voice meter, go through just normal audio?
No, I changed my Discord mic settings to be able to do the pronunciation thing, but How about this? Am I louder?
That feels the same to me.
Am I louder? Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you want from me?
To be...
I can't get more up on the mic. I'm on the mic.
Okay. Maybe I'll just turn down this music. Turn up my...
Don't do that.
Don't turn down the game music?
Not if it's gonna affect the stream. Because I don't think it should be quieter on the stream. I think it's good.
Okay, I'll turn it back up. It was at 7. I'm putting it at 5. It's like just slightly
Unless
quieter.
it got loud. Game music and Keith are fine, says Jordan. So make me louder.
Yeah, Jordan said Kylie has been getting progressively quieter, which I have also noticed.
Okay. I mean, I might just literally be getting quieter.
With your voice.
I feel quieter.
Can you be a louder person?
Yep. I'm louder now. She also sounds all muffled, like there's actually something wrong. Okay, fine. You're right, there is something wrong. I'm using voice meter. That's the something wrong. And I mean, I say it, just switched out of voice meter, and I bet I sound a billion times better. Right
Yeah,
now.
I would love to agree or disagree with what you're saying, but you muffled in the middle of saying that, like how voice meter does.
Okay. Wait, so do I sound better or not?
You sound better now, yes. You sound clearer,
Okay.
louder, more upfront.
Great. But now they're saying, well,
No, they're wrong. They're talking about something from before. They're talking about when you yelled, I think, and it still wasn't louder. Attack!
someone in the chat, let us know if it sounds good now.
I'm gonna do straight attacks. It does. It sounds good now.
show me a gun blade shoot.
Okay, all right, I'll do that. I can do that, and I can
That's
do
not
it.
what-
I can do it first time too.
It wasn't. I thought I just watched the first time.
Now, no, that was too early. I could tell that time. Oh, I'm hurt too. I should heal up or something.
I remember the feeling of it being like, it's like Squall swings his sword.
There it
and
is.
There's
You
like
sound great now. Whatever you just did, that fixed it.
What?
I don't know. Maybe
I didn't-
maybe your mic is slightly off your mouth axis. And so there's like a quiet zone where you're actually talking into. These
yeah,
mics,
okay.
these new mics, they have a lot better
Yeah.
off-axis rejection than the old mics we used to use. So there's like a much
So it means-
sharper drop-off if it's not facing your mouth.
Oh. Well, I don't want that. I don't want
No, you
the
do want
off-axis
that.
rejection.
No, you want
Okay.
good off-axis
Alright.
rejection. You just have to.
Okay.
Once you're more aware of it, then it helps. But it's
Okay.
good for like if you're doing anything like in front of you on your desk, or if there's something happening in another room. Like it just makes everything that isn't your voice harder to pick up. But it also means that you have to be a little bit more direct with the microphone and have it pointing your mouth more accurately. Okay, let's junction some stuff.
You're your boy.
I can only do one, right? Because I only have 3, but now I have all these different.
So put Ifrit on Zell. You have no magic to junction onto strength.
Okay, here's what I don't get. Now I'm on ability,
Okay.
right? I don't
Yeah.
understand how to get here. Every time I get here, which is where I want to be,
Yeah.
it's an accident.
So ability is one of the. It's essentially one of the tabs of the junction menu. So you went into junction and then ability. Is
But I'll
up at
show
the
you. So that
top
was Zell,
there.
right? So now let's
Right,
go
Zell.
into.
I think it
safer.
It might.
So now junction. Oh, she was to Quistis, but I do have Quistis in my party still. Okay, so Cypher doesn't get a thing. It just
Wait,
needs
no,
Squall and Zell.
Quistis. But Quistis isn't in your battle party, so maybe take Shiva off of Quistis and put it on Cypher.
I don't know how to do that because if I go to junction, I can't. Oh, I can
Junction,
select.
Quistis.
Okay. Ability
Go to off. Does off just like
moves all junction.
removes all?
items.
There you go.
Okay, and so now I can go to Cypher, who
Cypher.
kind of
So,
still
okay,
don't want to
let me-
have a thing because he's a jerk.
So let me remind you though, because I think you might have forgotten about this because it's such a dense system, is that you don't get the abilities to put on your menu until after you junction a GF, because the GF provides those
Got it.
ability commands.
So does he have any magic? No.
No. Well, I
So-
think it might be all one pool. There might not be like your characters have magic junctioned to them.
But I can't
I
even
think they all
auto. It doesn't
share
let
the
me
same-
auto do it because I don't have anything to do it with.
You don't have any.
But Squall might at this point.
But I think like when you draw magic and you stock it, I think it's all one stock that the characters share. I don't think they have individual stocks.
See, look at that. See that?
Mm-hmm. I saw it.
But it didn't help.
You know what I got here with me?
What?
A little game that just came out today known as Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. It seems really cool.
I saw
The-
that you had a cat, like a cat thing.
A cat.
What's
Everything's
going on
a
there?
cat. Mario 3D World added the cat suit, and there were like cat Goombas. I think there was a bunch of cat stuff in that game too. And Bowser's Fury is this cool, like, it's like this like Wind Waker-ish, like open world. It's like, what if Mario 3D World was Wind Waker? So instead of like levels on a world map, it was just one big world on an ocean, and you went between islands. And everything's a cat.
Huh. That sounds
Everything's
cool.
a cat. Even literally, the seagulls are cats. They're cat seagulls. They have little cat ears.
And
the
it's just this
bushes
one
are-
part of this game, or what?
I think it's the whole thing. Well, so it's like an expansion. It's like 3D World already came out, and Bowser's Fury is the new content. But I don't know how long it is. Like, I can see how much of the world map is covered up, but I don't know how long it'll take me to get through that content.
Okay. Sorry, I just had to pour tea if someone was like, why... You're done with the menus. Why are you not moving? That's why.
That's what I was wondering.
Just pouring tea.
Spice. Go to Spice.
Let's go to Spice. Hey, sorry, Safer. I gotta go to Spice real quick.
That's Majima's new hostess club.
3, 4, and 5 are out on Xbox.
Yeah.
I have not started them yet. I'm giving it a little bit of a break.
Mm.
I'm still
Yeah,
playing Battlefront too.
Jeez.
Yeah. Actually, I've been reading. I've been reading a lot, so I've been playing fewer games.
I've been playing games. Last time we recorded a thing, we ended, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't talk about half the stuff I had to talk about," but now I don't remember what that stuff is. Total classic move.
We're gonna do it again, right? I tried it last time. It didn't work. Oh, he's dead. Okay. I did try it again,
Well-
by the way, and I tried it much later. I'll still be saying now, and people can still be saying later, early.
Okay. Can I just request that we find a different use for the R button, so that we can at least confirm that your R button works? Because I don't think that we know that yet, right?
Okay. Oh, great. Hey, my pressing escape worked to actually bring up the menu. It hasn't been working. Okay, so let's see. Settings, right?
Yeah.
Controller settings.
I would definitely recommend putting R1 and L1 on the bumpers.
Okay. I will change them to bumpers. Okay.
Yeah, you had R1 set to L1.
No, I didn't. I watched. I just watched.
I watched when you came in. It said button 9, and then you assigned button 9 to L1, and then you put button 10
No,
on R1.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's in the archive. People can rewind and see which of us is right. I don't even know.
It's not like we're sick because we had a bite to eat here. Suspicious. I'll probably have to know that place makes people sick later. I know about video games.
Get your mouse off my screen.
That's why I have it only for
You
you.
sick fuck.
I want you to have to deal with having a mouse there, and
yeah,
no one
I
else.
could tell. Yeah.
Since we're doing this on Twitch and YouTube, I might as well say, especially for the people on Twitch, that if you're not following us on both of the things, then you should be. If you're on Twitch, you should go subscribe on the YouTube.
Follow us on both of the things.
You know, I was thinking, I had been feeling sort of like this was an unproductive year for us, partially because of the pandemic, partially whatever, but we put out so many fucking videos this year, it's crazy.
Yeah, we put it feels like we haven't been putting anything out because it's all been snooze button, but we've been putting out, compared to a typical run button year, if you count snooze buttons, we've been putting out a ridiculous amount of videos.
But even not including that,
Especially if you're weighting them based on length, because the snooze
Yeah.
buttons are also longer than a typical run button.
But
Let's Play episode.
I'm even talking about, like, people have been giving us shit specifically for Silent Hill because everyone always gives us shit for Silent Hill. All of our Silent Hill viewers are always giving us shit for Silent Hill. But I was
I
looking
don't
at
know
the
about
numbers.
always, but it happens.
Every game there's a new kind of Silent Hill person that's giving us shit for a new kind of thing. But this time it's more the usual thing of not uploading videos often enough. But I was like, wait a second, we started Silent Hill Homecoming and Metal Gear Solid at the same time, and we have put out more than one a month each since we started.
We actually started Metal Gear earlier.
Did we not start over both in the content cabin?
I think episode 3 we did like 3 or 4 of the Metal Gear was Content Cabin.
Okay, well, regardless,
It was really close, yeah.
regardless, they were close together, and we still have averaged over
Look
one
at
a
this
month.
dog. Can you pet the dog? Can you pet the dog?
I will see.
Can you pet the dog? Can you pet the dog?
No, I cannot pet the dog. Oh, and he's crying. The dog is crying to be pet, and I can't.
If you go to my Twitter feed, twitter.com/Kylie Theodora, you'll find some video clips that I've been posting of Bowser's Fury, and in one of them, Mario's dressed like a cat and he's walking around on all fours, and then I find these 2 little kittens that just start cuddling Mario, and then I found 2 more kittens, and then Mario is it's just a little kitty Mario just being cuddled by all these kitties. And it's pretty much the best game ever made. I don't know what else a video game really needs to do besides that.
Still didn't get it. Fuck off, stupid game.
Try to time it right on the sword swing. Don't listen to
Okay.
any of these like early things.
Did it say I couldn't fit any more items? Did it just say that? Or that I just didn't get any
I don't
items?
think so. I think it said didn't get any items. Like I think you probably do have an inventory limit, but it's like gargantuan. Like it would take you dozens of hours to hit it.
Ben said, it's a good thing you decided to recover from Silent Hill people giving you shit for playing Silent Hill by playing Final Fantasy.
Oh, whatever.
It's,
We
you
need
know,
to get.
it's just,
Hey, if anyone knows any Final Fantasy people that would yell at us for playing Final Fantasy,
but still
tell them
watch for
to
a
go watch
decade.
our stream.
Yeah.
We need more viewers.
Yeah.
Get us some Final Fantasy weirdos to get obsessed with us.
Look, that's our thing. Silent Hill fans and Sonic fans have been mad at us for like 8 and 10 years each. But they keep watching. I don't know that they're
Maybe
on.
that's the secret. We just have to find more franchises that the fans of will get mad at us.
But also can't help themselves but watch.
yeah. Poor doggy.
We're on standby till
Get
the
outta
enemy
here.
comes. Okay. This poor dog just wants
Oh.
attention, and the game will not let me give the dog attention. Yeah, we've talked about this before, but it's like for a smallish channel, Run Button has a huge percentage of our viewers that subscribe to the Patreon. The problem is that no one watches our videos. Tell your friends.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
We're on standby.
this?
We defeated all the enemies in the area, and now we're on standby.
Just really?
Well, it's a cutscene. They're like talking. So yes.
Oh, I thought you could walk around.
No.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Don't hit the dog. We already know what he'll do to a classmate. Who knows what he'll do to a dog?
Intrepid Vector said, "Did y'all ever finish Sonic 06? If not, I do not blame you. That game is torture." We did, right?
Oh, fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
We finished it. Not only did we finish it on marathon as the end of a marathon.
Yes, we did.
So go check out our, I think so. Our most recent marathon was the Sonic Adventure Marathon, and then the one before that was the one where we finished Sonic 06.
Now,
we also finished Mario's Sunshine on that same marathon. That was our game finishing marathon.
Yeah. God, we should do another game finishing marathon.
We should.
It's easy to finish games when you have a thing that all you're supposed to do on it is finish games.
Play more Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I was
This has been your thing. Before we get off of the run button back end stuff, Kylie has been really wanting people to tell us what you think about run button and what you want us to be doing that you think that you will watch more.
We've been so run button's output, as we've said in the past year, I think has increased pretty dramatically, but it's all been in the form of snooze button. Do you love that? Are you like, I wish these snooze buttons were episodes of the Let's Play? Like, do you wish we were using our time to create different videos? What do you just tell us what you think? What do you think?
Are Let's Plays dead as a medium?
Are we just screaming into a void?
Well, that's not happening. There's a lot of people here.
Clear. Okay, let me answer Keith's question. Obviously, Let's Plays are dead as a medium. What's the next thing?
Yeah, what do we do? And I hope that the answer isn't that we just have to be streaming Fortnite, because I would hate that.
No, streaming Fortnite's also dead. That's dead. Everything's dead. Yuji Naka's dead. His new game, dead. People don't like Yuji Naka's new game. It's too bad.
Yeah, I got my ear to the ground, nose to the grindstone. I'm trying to figure out what that next thing is. I'm trying.
Ear to the ground.
Ear to the ground. Both. I also have my nose to the grindstone.
You don't have your nose to the ground. No, you don't.
You don't think so?
What are you grinding out?
I'm grinding out that hot new era of content that we all are looking for.
You're making it?
I am Michael J. Fox at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance.
Nose to the grindstone.
And I'm just waiting for Chuck Berry's cousin to be standing by with a cell phone.
Nose to the grindstone means like you have your head down and you're just like plugging away at the work you have in front of you. What are you grinding on right now?
I don't want to say.
Okay, great. Yeah. Thank you. Point made, I think. It's too big. We can't tip our hands.
This guy hates this dog, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't like, I don't necessarily mean it that explicitly, but like, yeah, literally, if your thing is like, I'm not into watching Let's Plays that much as I used to be, but I watch these different kind of video game content things. Tell us what those things are, and maybe we can make those. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think about any of this?
What's about to blow up? You can comment this on
a
video on our channel, or email us at runbuttonpodcast@gmail.com. I read the comments on our videos more than I read our emails. Not that we get a lot of junk emails is the problem.
Yeah. It's just sending us an email is a good way for it to get lost, but I look at the email. I still look at all of our comments. I read every comment that we've ever gotten, pretty much. Wow.
Yeah.
I read a lot of them, not that many. It just doesn't. Not even that I wouldn't. It just doesn't occur to me as much. It sounds to you like you regularly check in, like, what are the new comments saying, and I kind of forget to do that.
Yeah, every week or two I go and I read them. You know, so sometimes there's like 40, and sometimes there's like 6, and sometimes there's like 2.
Over the past year, big uptick in run button releases, but there hasn't been a big uptick in run button comments. What's going on, people? What's going on?
It ebbs and flows. That's the thing, is like sometimes a video will get like 15 comments in the first like 2 or 3 days, but then a lot of times like all the snooze buttons have like no comments, which is funny because they're podcasts, and our podcast videos usually have a good amount of comments under them.
Do you not like that we don't finish that many games, or should we just give up on the whole concept of finishing?
No one is finishing games on YouTube anymore. That's almost not even what YouTube is doing. So, like, I feel like that is the one thing that the rest of the internet caught up with us on, is not finishing Let's Plays.
It's interesting because, like...
And SETI is saying the thing that I see all the time, which is that it's hard to give good advice for what we should do, because I'll literally watch anything
Yeah.
you put out, which is what
Yep.
we see a lot, which is great.
That's our number one feedback, which
yeah,
is
it
great.
really
People
is.
just say, I'm just here for you two talking, so anything is fine. And that's great, but it is not directed.
Yeah. The thing that it is that it's good news for when someone does tell us what the next big thing is, and then we do that you'll
Right.
still be here, Seti, so thank you.
Yeah.
Eric's is be different, finish games.
Oh.
I do feel the weight of our unfinished games like a specter behind me.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? It feels like it's there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I can't listen, Keith.
I can't sleep at night.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and say something that might be too dangerous to say.
Oh my god.
I feel binary domain back there. It's always there.
It's
Keith.
always there.
It's never gone away.
Our oldest unfinished game, for the
back
original.
there judging us. And not just that, the poor fan who donated it to us with their hard-earned cash money, and all we did was make like 15 videos of it wasn't even that many. It was like 9 or something.
It was a lot.
We definitely played that game. No one could say we only took a
didn't play
peek
the
at
game.
binary domain, but we got our flashy boys. But also the other thing about binary domain, like I want to get back to it, but then I think about a lot of the stuff in that game that felt iffy at the time.
This is interesting because I have seen this, that our videos for a long time. No, this is something Intrepid Vector just said. For a long time, one of the biggest things that separated us from the rest of the video game YouTube world was that we were putting up regularly like 40-minute episodes or like 2-hour-long streams, and that is now normal.
What everyone does.
That is what everyone does. Like everyone is putting up like 2-hour-long whole ass streams. Just another way that we are unrecognized trailblazers.
How long are Friends at the Table episodes?
Long, very long, stupid long.
Very long. Okay, because I didn't know if you chop those up or not. Cause
we do.
I think someone in my house. So one of my roommates, I mean, I will say listens to Critical Role, but not really because they're like a zillion hours behind Critical Role. It's like a weekly podcast that's like 4 hours per episode. Is just the same thing on Friends at the Table.
No, Friends at the Table is more like 90 minutes to 2.5 hours. I would say that I would say like, and I don't edit the episodes, so it like most of me experiencing Friends at the Table comes from being there while it's happening. Right. So I don't really have like a great idea for how long the average episode is. But I'm gonna say that 2 hours 15 minutes. I'm gonna say that that's maybe like a good average length. 2:15. People in the chat might be able to correct me. Someone's saying Critical Role is way longer than Friends at the Table. Yeah, it's also not as good.
I don't know very much about Critical Role, but nothing my roommate has told me about it has sounded particularly appealing.
Don't blame you. Look, I'm supposed to be drinking the tea on this stream, not spilling it. Like my fun joke?
Yeah, I liked it.
I'm gonna do one of these powers.
Do one of these powers. Oh, okay.
Was that
so
it? Was that the gun? Did I do it?
That was it. That was it. You did it.
Nailed it.
Not as impactful when you can't feel the rumble. When that thing rumbles, you're like, yeah, I got it.
Look, I don't have I don't have anything to say about Critical Role except for that they're. Every time I see Critical Role on my Twitter feed, it's because people are mad at them for some new thing that seems totally justified.
Like a problematic kind of thing they're mad about, or just like
Just lots, just like
not-
there's just like just
not
runs the
liking it
gambit,
kind of thing.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Just pick your thing.
damn it, by the way. God, I hate myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it again.
There we go. So kind of I can try to explain a confusing a UI thing that only pops up when you're summoning a GF. When you tell it to summon a GF, your character then, their active time bar turns blue and starts counting down. That's like their summon time for the GF.
Yeah.
But their HP gets covered up with a new number, and that's like if that HP gets drained before the summon happens. I think it cancels the summon.
Oh, okay. That makes sense because I did try to summon and it didn't work, and I wasn't sure why. I was gonna respond to something in the chat, but I can't. Oh, got it again. Nailed it.
I don't know how much of this, you've been playing for a couple hours at this point. I would say,
I like this. I'm,
yeah, like I think the active time turn-based thing strikes this like nice balance of like it's kind of low key, it's not super stressful, but like you do have to keep up with it and pay attention and react. Like
Yeah.
you can't just like look away from the screen or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I've got. You beat that snake. Stone with a
snake.
little magic power. Love that.
Hey, and I'm always saying this to everybody at home. Everyone out there, beat that snake.
Beat that snake. Use your GF to beat that
Don't
snake.
just, yeah, you're out there in quarantine. You're feeling lonely, feeling a little isolated and hopeless. Beat that snake. And once we all beat that snake, we can come together again.
Look at this thing. This thing's creepy.
Beat that snake.
What is this horrible little thing?
It's a snake, and you need to beat it.
This is the Fiji mermaid. Oh, that's it. Easy.
The game, like, so in like FF7 and earlier, when you killed the enemies, they would just kind of do this like fade away thing where they would like turn like red or purple or something and just kind of like fade out without animating. Like there was no death animation.
Really?
And like the death animations here, like I get it. Death animations are better than no death animations, but I feel like they're so jerky and like I feel like I can't read them. Like I'm not sure if it's a death animation or an attack animation or what until like until the enemy stops moving and disappears, and I'm like, okay, it was definitely death. Got it.
Yeah, I have not noticed. I haven't noticed them either way to be particularly good or bad. It just reads to me because I don't have like 7 or even 9 to compare it to.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to be like, oh, this is obviously better or worse or different.
Right. Yeah, I know you don't have a feeling or
Right.
take on it, but that's why I'm just sharing my perspective.
Yeah. But that's just why I probably didn't even notice
Yeah.
that they were lackluster because they just read to me as old.
Right. Oh, I just wasn't sure if you were also feeling like sometimes you kill an enemy and you're not sure if they're just reacting to the attack or if it's a death animation until like you wait an extra second and it's like, okay.
Yeah, I've been able to tell before they fade away, but it's not exactly obvious. But I also haven't fought anything 100 times where like I know it's idle animation and all the stuff it does while it's alive really well.
Right.
You know?
I do know.
Someone is saying.
And
I was trying to find where
what
it
is
started,
someone
but
saying?
basically, a couple of people in the chat were saying that I should be like drawing from enemies that I haven't met before, so that I get to know like what their
Oh.
things are.
Yeah, build up some magics. Especially because I think there's a boss fight coming, and you might want to get some extra magics under your belt.
Do I get magic from drawing if I don't then use it, like the stock?
Yeah, if you stock it, it goes into your magic stock, and I think all the characters
it.
share the same stock.
Oh, I sort of thought it was more like imagine if Solar Beam, if you could choose whether to use a weaker version now or a stronger version later.
No. Yeah, no. You stock up the magic, and then you can junction them to your stats and stuff. So like,
Excuse
if
me?
you wanted,
Who is this? Who's this klutz? This is an absolute buffoon.
It took me a while because I can't walk. Well, wait till you hear her name because it's very normal. You won't think it's silly at all.
Maybe like Phoebe.
That's a good guess.
Selfie.
Another intentionally funny name to go along with GF is there's a character in here named Selfie. Before selfies were a thing.
This is this is pre-selfies.
Yeah, so
Is it
Selfie was
pre-selfie?
just a name
Selfie was
before.
old before it became mainstream as.
Oh, this was way before.
What year did this come out in?
Like 99.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe not way before. One of these days,
it's
I'm going to
weird
tell
'cause-
you about my romantic dream. Oh, that's Cypher saying that.
Let me think,
Never
because
mind. That's not funny. He's a
7
creep.
was in 97. That's the easy one to remember because they're both 7. 7 was in 97, and 10 was in 2002. So that's 5 years they put out 4 Final Fantasy games?
Wow.
It might
These
have
are
been
long.
98. Oh, they might have like there might have been a shorter window between 7 and 8 because once they realized 7 was a big hit, they like fast tracked the localization for 8 or something. So maybe 8 was 98.
I got a
9 was 2000 and 10 was 2002.
I got a call on my broken phone. It was just random. I was looking at house stuff, and so now mortgage companies are calling me all the time. But I decided to take that
good.
to look at my. I don't if you haven't heard, one of the other things that happened to me recently was I fell down the stairs and fucked up my back. It's fine now. But I also broke my phone, and so I finally ordered a new phone a couple days ago. It's probably coming tomorrow, but I'm using my old phone as a sort of basically just like I'm just using it as an iPod Touch. I can't use it as a phone. But in conjunction with my use your phone to text app on my PC, being able to answer phone calls still, and having an old phone that I can use as a Wi-Fi machine, I basically have mostly full phone capabilities. Anyway, long story short, I'm using that old phone to check on the Venmo. So thank you to Mark and Sasha and Brett and Daniel and Richard a couple times. Richard, thank you. For the Venmo. I have my Venmo and Cash App there listed in case anybody doesn't want to use Streamlabs because it's kind of annoying. Just as a reminder, I know it says it somewhere. Actually, I don't think it says it anywhere on YouTube or Twitch, but I'm moving. My housing situation is uncertain because my landlord is selling the house. And I probably have to move, but he's maybe selling it to me. Regardless, I'm poor and it's tax season, and I owe a couple grand. So that is what the stream is for. If you would like to donate, that would be excellent. You can do that with the information on the screen. There's a donation link in the description or down below on Twitch. And then there's also Cash App and Venmo stuff on the screen.
Okay, Keith, I am getting some I am finding some hot, I dare I say dramatic info on the selfie situation.
Okay.
I am on the Wikipedia page for the term selfie. And as I expected, it talks about how, in America, it became popular in like the mid to late 2000s. But like so many things in our modern internet age, it actually originates in Japan in the mid 90s.
Yeah.
So it's actually totally possible that the FF character selfie is named that as like an intentional reference to the Wikipedia article specifically references it as a term used by teenage girls in photo culture. So totally possible that selfie is an intentional name.
And I was pretty sure that that I had heard selfie at least like when I was 10, which would have been like 2002.
I got so this article says 2004 is like the first time it starts getting used internationally online.
Okay.
Outside of East Asia.
Could be wrong. Virginia says how much is the house? Virginia says how much is my house selling for? My landlord has said that he would give me a deal on the house if I can swing the down payment and sell it for like $155,000, which if you're not from the coast is extremely fucking cheap for a house and will be basically the only time in my life where I will have a chance to buy a house for less than like $350,000.
How much?
$150,000.
That's so little.
Mm-hmm. It's extremely little. And that's the thing. It is only because my landlord is not a total piece of shit that there's a world where instead of having to move, I can maybe buy this house.
He is genuinely like, I mean, he's doing you a favor and also giving himself a break at the same time. But if he's still doing you a favor.
So the other thing is that like, the part of this that he doesn't want to be a landlord. Like I know this guy through my anarchist friends. He is a landlord by chance. He's like an artist that he literally lives on a sailboat. He bought this house and wanted to live here, but he had a breakup, and now the house makes him too sad, and he just like doesn't want to be a landlord and doesn't want to eventually move back into this house anymore. So he's selling it. The bad news is that by becoming a landlord, he has put himself in the position to give me and then deny me a place to live. And like I've been paying into his savings account for 2.5 years. But the other side of that is that if he sold this house to someone else, he'd have to come back, do a bunch of work on it to put it on the market, and he'd sell it for $190,000 or whatever, or $200,000. But if it's me, there's a lot less work he'll have to do, and I've already paid him $30-something thousand over the last 2.5 years, and so he was like, "I'll give it to you for like $155." So it is as fair a deal as a landlord can give to a person while still being a landlord who's literally creating housing insecurity in my life.
Allow Keith's landlord to save himself from the blade. This isn't a charity drive for Keith. This is a charity drive to save Keith's landlord's life in the future.
People are talking about down payment amounts. This would be an FHA loan, which is 3.5% minimum down. Not 20%.
So that's, am I running the math on that?
That's $5,500. People are doing the math as if my down payment would be 20%. But it's 2021. 20% down payment is like I mean, it sounds totally untethered from reality. There's no way on the planet I could ever afford a 20% down payment on any house, even the cheapest possible house. Kitty Dummy says landlords are a structural problem. True, yeah, there's a lot of horrible landlords. A lot of landlords are corporations. I've had landlords in the past that have just been LLCs, like based in England. Like I've lived in an apartment in Rhode Island and signed my checks to an LLC in England.
Yeah, like Bummer that my landlord literally lives in my house above me. But on the other hand, if to override my no pets policy, we just have to convince one person
Right.
to
Yes.
let us have a
totally.
cat.
This is the same thing that you and I were talking privately about with George Lucas. It's the same thing. Where if you want to do something interesting in Star Wars, you used to only have to convince George Lucas. And now you've got to convince like a team of Disney executives who don't actually give a shit about Star Wars. But yeah, same idea. You know, like it's hard to fault a guy who wants to kick me out of his house because he doesn't want to ever be a landlord again. Like it's like
Well,
it's,
I can fault him a little bit.
he has put himself in this position to be a landlord. But then the other side of this is that he rented this house out to me for 2.5 years for $1,000 a month, which is lower than I was paying for my apartment by $200. It's complicated. It's, landlords are bad even if your landlord is a nice guy.
Right. And now I've stumbled onto the Twitter account at OnlyFlans. And
it's OnlyFlan?
It's exactly what you think. It's
Now,
it's just a
do you
Twitter-
think it's a
Twitter account of
problem-
Pictures of Flan, and I get it, but Flan is fun to look at though, right? It's
Yeah.
weird.
Do you find that it's a compromise that clearly it's supposed to be pronounced OnlyFlan but should be pronounced OnlyFlan?
Oh.
Does that ruin it for you?
No, I thought it was
Hey.
pronounced Giga Pudding. So I guess I've been confused this whole time. That's still all I can think about when I see a flan is I just hear a bunch of little kids in my head going Giga Pudding, Giga Pudding. Remember Giga Pudding?
I don't remember Giga Pudding. Oh, I can pause. I just remembered I can pause. I gave myself a pause button. I've got to read
pause.
some. I've got to read some backseat gaming. It's our first real one. Sorry, SETI gave one a little while ago. SETI said, drawing stocks magic. You can stock up to 99 of each, and the more you have, the bigger stat boost you get from junctioning magic to stats. And then Daniel says, donate $100 and says, get that house, baby. Also, seriously, you need to be stocking more magic. You should try to draw at least once or twice per fight if you can.
Yeah.
Then Victor donated $69.69 and said weed number.
No.
No. Wrong. Okay, I'll draw more.
But see, they're totally right though. First of all, you can push start to just regular pause it. Final Fantasy is not cruel. You can pause. But they were right that was the correct weed number to give for run button. They knew their audience clearly.
Yeah. I haven't been doing any
Unders.
doing any
That's
weeds.
so many.
Not doing any weeds for me. Not for a while. Every time I
Oh,
do it, I like it less.
Yeah, I get there sometimes. So what I've been doing, first of all, already today, I smoked a joint right before we started, and then I had a 100
Great.
milligram chocolate bar about 30 minutes ago.
That's awesome.
Or more, maybe like an hour ago.
Which is, you know how much I love that for our streams.
And I know that you love that, and I know that I don't care.
Look, I'm not your boss. Just don't tell me.
Well, but that's the thing is that if I tell you, it's a little funny, and you still can't do anything about it.
But why do you want to introduce that?
I think I just,
Suck.
I'm
I think you just
picker.
suck.
I think I'm a picker, and I just see that scav there, and I gotta pick at it. But also, that's just because my tolerance is so high. I just need that to be normal. But you know what I've been doing is I got a digital scale and I got a pill caddy that's divided into 7 days, morning and night, and I've been weighing out flour, and then I've been sticking to my daily allotments in order to drive my tolerance
See,
downward.
that
and it's been
actually
working.
goes a long way. Because like weed people desperately need to convince themselves and the world that it's actually medicine, and I think that'll go a long way. If you put your weed in a pill counter or in a pill organizer, I think that'll help.
Keith,
Yeah.
you know, that's just. Listen, they don't sell pill caddies called drug caddies. It's just pills are drugs. Also, you get them at. I got the pill caddy at the drugstore, so
Right.
I don't even know what you're on my ass about.
I think it is
No, but
both
listen,
the
this is
reality
good.
that in order to have legal weed, the social compromise that needed to be made was that everyone sort of needs to pretend that it's more medicinal than it really is, which is sort of a neutral value. I think it does some bad things, but it is also
We'll get
productive in
past-
some ways.
Yeah, but hey, this is the overcorrection that society bought.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
No, not
I
your
didn't
fault.
go on a crusade against marijuana for 70 years.
Right. Once again, we'll blame the racists.
Yeah, I mean,
They deserve it. It's them. They did it.
and well, more directly, Keith, the capitalists. Because remember, it was just done to hurt the hemp paper industry.
It definitely was made illegal to grow, but then it was made much more illegal to use by the racists. I think that's the history of it.
Well, it was, it was both. It was capitalism,
Yeah.
utilizing racism.
Oh,
to
but aren't they in
make
some
money.
ways the same thing?
Yeah.
Same hat. Look, I'm making up for all that
I'm
stuff.
seeing these big boys with their big robot arms that are like clotheslining you with the big robot arms, and I'm just thinking, what if instead of making your arm a big robot arm, you just like held a metal pipe in your hand? And isn't that pretty close to the same thing?
Pretty close.
What if you just swung the
Actually, it
pipe
might be
at
better
the
because then
person,
you
and
get that leverage because it's
Right.
much
Right.
you get a lot more force if you're swinging a long thin pipe that is far
Yeah.
away from your body than a like a little nub of an arm.
Please heal Squall. He's so hurt. He's so hurt.
I was waiting. I was kind of seeing. I was like, I'll let Squall die, and then I'll use a Phoenix down. But if that doesn't happen, then I'll just use potions after. Was sort of what I was thinking.
You want to hear an amazing? This is like video game culture telephone.
Sure.
I was playing FF7 remake, and Cheryl was watching me, and Cheryl is this weird thing where she's like a Final Fantasy VII fan who had never played Final Fantasy VII. She had only like seen the spin-offs and Advent Children and like fandom communities. And so like Aerith got knocked out and I used the Phoenix Down to bring her back, and she was like, I thought Phoenix Downs didn't work on Aerith. Like that, like she's, like that joke of like, oh, and why didn't they just use the Phoenix Down on Aerith? And like that just got cemented to like, oh, there must have been something about Aerith that prevents you from using Phoenix Downs, and that's why she couldn't be brought back.
Is that a big fan? Is it just like a desk fan, like one of those metal, the fan, the idea of a fan we all have?
I'm
It just
sorry,
looks
what?
like an old fan, like this thing. What is this? It just looks like a fan.
It's a fan.
But but why does it look like an oscillating
What do you
fan
have?
that your parents had in their living room?
Oh, are you talking about the satellite dish on the thing?
Yeah, it looks like a fan.
You're absolutely right. It looks exactly like an oscillating desk fan.
Yeah, right?
But no, they're totally this is what satellite dishes looked like.
So the thing
before
is that
satellite dishes got good.
the sort of like shaded, like off-white that is on the back of the satellite dish here, it actually looks sort of like the color of the sky, the gradient on the sky. And so it looks like those are like metal things that I was looking through and not a surface that I am looking through. No, because you can see up where it's actually broken. There's parts that are actually broken. And you can see the sky through.
It's a metal screen.
Metal screen.
So you're still seeing through it even in its densest parts. And I just know from like seeing specifically, I remember we rented a cottage in Hampton Beach one summer, and like the house behind us had like a really old TV satellite that was like 5 feet across, and you could see through it.
One of the things, weirdly, this is kind of weird, but one of the things that I thought about this summer that wasn't happening because of the pandemic, and I actually think it's been a couple years maybe since they've done this, or maybe it's just I hadn't heard about it, but I was thinking about the various Hampton cottages over the summer, and it was like, wow, no one can have a Hampton cottage this summer.
Oh, I'm almost certain people were in those cottages this summer. Didn't you see those COVID numbers? Weren't they all in their cottages?
Nope, no one was there.
Oh, okay.
No one that I know. That's what I really meant. No one that I know.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Ooh,
Okay,
grappling hook. It's a grappling hook now.
You meant like my mom or whatever.
Yeah.
Now there's a dish you can't see through. What the?
I like this, whatever this is. Draw from the boss.
Yeah,
Thank you. Raging Levine says, draw from the boss. You got it.
We love this. Whatever's happening, we love it.
That Ermine girl donated $25 and says, better than drawing, convert items to magic. This game is so breakable. Bloople donated $50 says, we love you guys so much. Thank you for the years of enjoyment, and I hope things get better soon. Thank you very much. Yeah, years. It really is years. That's weird. Do you remember when you wanted to do a Let's Play channel? And it's like, what's a Let's Play channel? And you said, it's a thing that we're going to do for more than 10 years.
I do remember that. I said, strap in, Keith. This is your whole life now.
What is that? Oh my god.
Oh my god, was Grand Theft Auto 3 a launch window game for PlayStation 2? I didn't realize.
Well, did launch window exist as a term then? Because I don't think it did.
Well, no, not really, but I'm like retroactively calling it that.
Okay, fair.
Oh no, it was the year after. Never mind.
Well, we live in 2020 and the launch window is getting wider and wider. We live in 2021.
Oh yeah, this launch window is like it's all of 2021 and 2022, I think.
Yeah. Games are going to be coming out in November, and they're going to be calling it a launch game for the Xbox Series X. Oh, I forgot to give her a thing. It's fine. Is this the boss, by the way? Can someone tell me if this is the boss?
Wedge?
This is Biggs.
Oh. Okay, I think you just fought. Someone in the chat said Wedge got yeeted, but I missed it. So if someone got yeeted, that was Wedge.
So when Cypher came up through the elevator, it looked like he cut someone's head off, like in a cutscene. Was that Wedge?
I don't know. Matt Mitchell asking, what year did people start saying launchies? And I think never. 2021? What is launchies?
Launchies is the web-based award show for best launch game.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, they must mean launch titles. That must be a term for launch title.
What is Isuna?
I think it's like poison heal, status heal kind of thing.
Okay. I did fire on him. Get fire on you. Okay, so that's Wedge. With the smaller one is Wedge, right?
Oh, well, there's Wedge saying Major Biggs, so we got him. There's always well, I don't know about always,
Got
but
'em.
many Final Fantasies have a Biggs and a Wedge.
I think I remember them. Are they in Final Fantasy VII too? I mean, different characters, but yeah. I think I remember you telling me that about Remake.
Yeah, Biggs and Wedge are much bigger characters in Remake. Biggs are characters.
Wow. Big ball of fire.
Yeah.
I can't believe I beat
great.
Satan and we were like, can we get you on our side for this?
Hey, I'll give Final Fantasy VIII this much. That's like my canonical Ifrit animation.
Cool.
More so than the FF7 one. It's a great Ifrit.
Okay.
And keep this as a random thought, but we talked already last week on Last News Button about me playing Fez recently.
Yeah. How's that
And
going?
this is I finished it already. It's great.
Excuse me?
Oh, goodbye.
Bye.
Whoosh. I think they got yeeted just now. That was the yeet, I guess.
Are we getting?
Shit,
Are
Keith,
we getting
this
girlfriend?
is the real devil. This
Oh,
is the
shit.
actual devil. You didn't realize.
You're right. I did not realize the devil actually had a little stinger butt.
The only thing I forgot was I played on PS4. I played Fez. And it was a little bit better because I actually forgot. You remember on 360, Fez had that problem where when you transition between areas, that the area you're going to is like in the background and it fades into the foreground. It would like pitch up a little bit.
Yeah.
And it would kind of like ruin the. But PS4 is not very nice.
Sorry, the game was so loud that I.
breaking bugs.
Sorry, the game was so loud that I kind of missed what you said at the end there.
Oh, just that Fez had some minor performance issues on 360 that kind of, were disappointing because the game looked so cool. But on PS4, it's like a solid 60.
Great.
Oh, but weirdly, at some point I was like, oh, I want to go check my original Fez file that I almost finished the game but didn't quite finish it. I wonder if that's on Xbox One. Maybe I can just pull up, my original file right on my Xbox One. And I went to the store and typed in Fez. Not only did it never get ported to Xbox One, the 360 version is not even available on it was like published by Microsoft and now it's not available on any Microsoft platform. I
Which
wonder
game?
if, Fez? I wonder if Phil Fish hates Microsoft now or something because it got ported to PS4, but the 360 version isn't even didn't even get carried forward to Xbox One, which is weird.
Received
It
2
didn't get
doubles.
relicensed.
I don't know what that is, but I got it. Cure.
I think double.
Cast.
I believe double. I think double let you cast something 2 times. I think you say, I want to do double, and then it says double what? And you pick a different thing, and then you do that thing twice. Definitely better texture work on the character models and monster models in general in this game over 7. 7 had extremely plain character model, not many textures to speak of in general.
Yeah,
on the
this guy
3D
looks
models in
cool,
the
I
game.
think. Draw.
He looks cool in extremely
double,
stupid, goofy
cast.
way that I love.
I guess I did it wrong. Okay.
Maybe there's no more
I need to know how to do double because I want to cast heal twice.
Okay. I think you do magic double and then
But then
right
double
after you
wants me to
select double-
cast on someone.
Oh. So it must be you cast on the person who's going to cast heal? So cast it on yourself and then maybe next time you get to do heal twice, but then why wouldn't you just heal 2 separate times?
Okay.
I must be wrong. Maybe double means you get to maybe you get 2 turns per turn for the rest of the battle or something. Chat, help us out.
Draw failed. I draw
Oh,
my
draw
failed.
siren. Draw siren.
Draw siren.
there's a summon you can draw from this boss.
Okay, got it.
That's from Paradox Persona in the chat in all caps. Draw Siren,
I've been draw. Well, Siren was already there. Like, it wasn't question marked, so I figured that the one I was supposed to draw was the okay. Draw Siren.
No, if there's a
Stock.
thing that isn't question marks, but you haven't heard of it, it sounds like that's what you extra want to draw. 'Cause it means it's
Acquired
special.
Siren. Okay, draw. Double. Cast.
Stock up on double. I don't know. What is double? Is a buff you put on somebody, then that person can double cast after. So
Got
maybe
it.
for an amount of time they can double cast.
Lazelle's gonna die. Okay. Draw. Cure. Cast. Me. Draw.
JV645 says, "Keep messing
Cure,
up. Chat will then
cast.
donate more to give you advice." Have we scanned this boy?
I've not scanned. Oh, now Squall gotta get healed. Draw.
Did you draw
Cure.
the question marks yet?
Cast. Squall.
Or did it kept saying draw failed when you tried to draw
Yeah,
the question mark?
No. I did draw the question mark. That was something. I can't remember what.
Oh,
Let's hope I have item on him. Yeah, item. Phoenix down.
well, selfie.
Oh, did it do it on me?
No, you're good.
Oh, but it does not. It sure doesn't heal very much, huh?
No. What the?
I'm doing it. We're good. We're all good.
It looked like it like the menu was covering up the characters when you were choosing. Fuck that.
Draw, cure, cast.
Is there some camera like? Do you have like? Did you push like a camera lock button or something? Because like, the camera feels so static in these battles, and like in FF7, it was like constantly sweeping around. all
No,
over
I don't
the
think I
place.
did. Unless it's like, you mean in the actual game settings?
I think. I don't know.
Please do not
Does anyone
storm breath me
remember
with
if
your
there's,
banana
like, a-
chin.
Is there a camera view button where we can switch what the camera's doing? Let us know. Because there was something like that in FF7. FF7 was like, do you want the camera to be more static and boring? Yes, no. Zeke here says, nah, 8 just doesn't have a very dynamic camera compared to 7 as far as I know. All right, well, thank you.
Yeah. I gotta pause. I gotta add some water to my.
Zeke here then adds, unless maybe? I never checked. Oh, thank you.
Well, it would be really weird for the default camera to be boring, and therefore for there to be an improved camera setting. That doesn't sound.
Yeah, I know. You would think that, but then in 2018, Nintendo put out an online NES emulator where you had to go into the settings and uncheck the destroy this game with lag switch. You had to go in and you had to switch on, turn off the unplayable lag switch, and then you could play it.
Okay, I do think it's funny that everyone was telling me to draw from this guy, and I saw it, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll draw from this guy. But then I still somehow drew wrong. But there was $5 from Rue, $5 from Coffee Stomach, $1 from Catasius, another $1 from Coffee Stomach, Julian Vamp, and okay, that one. All those ones that I read all said like draw. You gotta draw.
How long will we be going? Well, I thought we were going until 1 a.m. and then Keith was like, what? No, we're going way longer than that.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
way longer than 1 a.m. is the answer I can give you.
Uh-oh.
Cetaceans.
Am I close?
I'm getting pretty close. Sorry, I don't know. Oof. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, well. I keep switching to the Twitch view.
Oh, okay.
accidentally.
I guess I'll try Quetzalcoatl again. I mean, that definitely does the most amount of damage.
Oh no, is this gonna do more than 489 damage? Oh, okay. Oh my god.
What's up?
Sometimes Lucas in the chat says, I love that the game never tells you to press right to use a limit break. All the goddamn tutorials and it's all high level gibberish.
Press right?
Can you push right to do a limit break right now?
Let's see. Press right when?
Like on the command menu. Like maybe you push to the right and it switches to your limit break menu. Maybe you just don't have a limit break right now.
I thought that...
Do you not have any more Phoenix Downs?
I do not. I don't even have item on Squall. Only Zell had item. Because I went in...
Oh, no.
I went in without... Okay. Draw... Oh.
No!
Oh, fuck. I already pressed draw, and then I went back, and it wasn't there anymore.
What?
It wasn't there. It literally wasn't
no.
there. Okay. I went to draw, went back after, and then it was gone. Did that not work? Did I not heal?
You healed only 73.
That's weird.
That is
I guess I'm doing that again.
Just do your limit break. Just.
I don't have one.
What? Ah! Why was that one so much better?
Don't know.
No, GF this motherfucker.
I'm gonna heal one more time. It just lets
Bro,
me
you
heal
should've
as many
stocked
times in
it.
a row.
But if you could have stocked it, you would have gotten more heals.
I already stocked heal a few times.
Oh, okay. Maybe, the GF system must be, you can use it as many times as you want, but the HP is persistent through the battle. So like once Ketsa... Oh wait, there's no second A in this one, so it is Quetzalcoatl in FF8. Once Quetzalcoatl runs out of HP, then he can't be summoned again, I suppose.
Okay.
This might be an example of a character having their name shortened because it just couldn't fit.
When your health is yellow, you can spam L1, maybe to trigger your limit break. I'll spam L1. I don't know when to, but I'll just keep doing it.
What?
It's red now.
Wait, your health is white. Hey, where was that gun?
Oh, I was looking at the status bar.
Just keep doing Quetzalcoatl, honestly. That's what I would do anyway.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, did it get him?
Yeah. Gun blade, gun blade.
You want me to do
Or
double?
thunder him, cast it on you, and then double thunder him or something. Oh, you can heal twice now. Maybe you can only double cast what you have. Oh,
Sure didn't seem like double.
stop doing the draw cast. That's like a desperation tactic. Don't use it. Cast out of your magic stock.
I don't know how to do. You keep saying I don't know what that means.
Oh, it just means go to the magic.
You
like
told me
option
not to
on your
put
menu
magic
to
in there because
cast.
I didn't have any magic. He doesn't have magic. Oh, he does. Double. Oh, okay. Then thunder.
Yeah, the thing was, like, double is also under the magic spell, so you had to have it if you had double. Oh, you did it from drawing, though. That's right. So that's something. Ooh! Double cure, yeah. Oh!
I'm alive. Can't get me. This
Can't
is
get him.
long. Did I not heal that first time? Oh no. Okay, it just took a second. Great.
Where did that fucking limit break go? You had a limit break 2 seconds ago. Oh, is Blizzard his weakness?
I don't know. Let's see.
I can tell you Blizzard is definitely Vicarious Vision's weakness.
Ah, look at him. He's dead.
Ah!
I got him.
You got him! Did you like my Vicarious Visions? Blizzard
I
joke?
didn't get it.
Vicarious Visions got dissolved and folded into Blizzard.
What is
And it was
Vicarious
sad 'cause-
Visions?
Well, a lot of things, but chiefly they were the people that did Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. So now, the people that just did the first good Tony Hawk game in a decade, that team got eaten by Blizzard.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Blizzard hungry.
I say...
Fraser says, "Don't worry, guys. Squall works best alone."
Right, yeah, exactly. I would say next time you get to a save point, that might be a good time to maybe switch to a new game for a bit. We can
Yeah,
always
I think
come
so.
back. I'm thinking. I'm sick of these stupid idiots and their boring job.
Well, 9 is the one that you really wanted to see, right?
I mean, I like 10 the best.
Well, but
So,
you don't know
I
much
love
about
seeing
9.
10.
That's
That's
what-
right. Well, and that's because every time I play 9, I get kind of bored and then I stop. But it does seem more fun than this one. So I'm not sure it has any.
This is the one
systems
that you
are,
said that
like-
you thought I would like, right?
That's true. That's true. You know, I really don't like FF8 very much, but so many people our age are now so positive on that game, and I can't figure it out, but I also can't figure out you and your feelings about Final Fantasy in general. So I'm like, maybe that's the secret. Maybe Keith just needs to play FF8 and he'll love it just like everybody else. I don't know.
L, or Ellie, but L, donated $25. Said, "Had my landlord sell the house I was in and kicked me out too a few years ago. It sucks. Ban all landlords." That is all true. This is actually, out of the last 4 places that I have lived, 3 of them I have gotten kicked out of because the owner was selling.
Wow.
Yeah, true story. One I was only in for 7 months. One I was in for a year. And then this one I was in for just under 2.5 years. We've talked about this before, but there was a period where I moved like 6 times in like a span of 3 years. It was bad. That was a few years ago. So it's been 7 times in 7 years now for me, but more than half of those happened in the first half. Oh,
Hey, you have a
countdown. What is the
30-minute
timer now?
Yeah. I guess you got to get out of here.
I gotta get out of
before
here.
it
This place is gonna
blows.
blow.
It's gonna blow.
This place is
I
gonna
guess?
blow chunks, more like. I guess this is
What?
Uh-oh. This clown. Those little twerps are targets. Is that what he said? Those little
Now-
twerps are targets?
Oh.
Again, sorry. Thank you for following on Twitch. I'm sorry that weird animation shows up. I don't know how to fix it. It's not just that the animation shows up. The default animation is like a little zombie running to be like,
Yeah.
we're new follower, a little zombie run. It's also that it's like half cut off because it's not
cut off,
supposed to
yeah.
be happening.
That's
So this is
fine.
bad, right?
We love when people follow. Oh, that does seem bad. You should fight though.
Under elite soldier. Oh,
Wait,
this is just an elite
I mean,
soldier.
hey.
I thought this was big.
Hey.
This is just elite soldier.
Oh, okay. Well, when you get out of this, definitely bring Zell and Selfie back to life. Revive Zelfie.
And then give her something to use. Thank you for 7 thunders. This guy can barely touch me.
Audio's getting really choppy on my end.
Really? Sounds clean on this end. That is actually why you said that you wanted to talk about this. I don't know if that's still true, but that's why I'm using a Duck Station, is because I used the good PlayStation emulators that I know about, which are a PCSX and PCSX Reloaded. They were having audio problems. They were like stuttery and bizarre, and I couldn't fix it.
Oh. I've always used EPSXE. That's the PSX emulator I know about.
I also know that one, and I didn't try it.
Also drives me so nuts. People use that term. I hate that term.
What, EPSXE?
No, PSX. Just like using that acronym to refer to the PlayStation.
Oh, sure. Well, it's gonna be embarrassing when the PlayStation 10 comes out.
It just reminds. It's like this internal acronym that was never meant to be customer facing at all, but people latched onto it and wouldn't stop saying it. Presumably because it was the 90s and it had X in it. You know, like if it was PSF and nobody knew what the F stand stood for, nobody would say PSF. We would all say PS and PS1. But the fact that it was an X, people were like, yeah, that's sick. PSX, it's definitely that one.
Thing that makes vampire attack. Thing that makes vampire attack?
I believe that would be it probably is a one-time use item that lets you leech health from an enemy. Like I'm sure there's an attack called a vampire and you get to do it.
Oh, sure.
You know, makes lightning attack. Selfie. Yeah, Selfie needs a GF for sure.
Oh, that is a bad photo, though. Oh, no. That's also not a great photo.
Yeah, for it's really not the best selfie, is it?
It's not. Yeah, for a character named Selfie,
Bring that
her
back up.
selfie is not good.
Yeah, she's just kind of like,
It doesn't look like her. For
Like,
as
honest-
little
like,
as you can
what-
see her face here, it doesn't look like her. But then also, it doesn't look like how she looked in the cutscene either. Oh, I
Yeah,
gotta
like
go.
when she fell down the hill and then gave the little like winky tongue face, like that should be her portrait.
Yeah. What, like the game can't add the pre-rendered cutscene into the game?
Well, no, I just mean like that expression, like whatever. The art for Final Fantasy games is so scattershot. This was when they were still, I think they still do this. They have like Yoshitaka Amano still do character art for every game, but then they just never use it for anything.
Yeah.
Like 10 people will be sad if we don't do this. Don't look at it though.
Where is this like for like concept art or what?
Yeah, like if you look at the Japanese boxes for Final Fantasy 1 through 6, they all use this artwork from Yoshitaka Amano. And then he still does character art for all the Final Fantasy like party members, but they stopped. They basically, like, starting with 7 onward, they would only like include it in like art books and like the game manual and stuff. It wouldn't be on any of the packaging, and instead they did this more, modern anime looking style.
Why?
Because it was more popular. I mean, like, yeah, listen, I was a little kid and I thought all those anime characters looked very cool. I'm sorry to everybody who had their hopes and dreams crushed when Final Fantasy became anime. But it's everything to me.
All of those people are dead.
Did that man now the man who did the anime style character art for Final Fantasy VII, that was a person known as, why can't I remember?
I can save now. People are like, I didn't save. I can save now. It's an emulator. Save. Look, save. There we go.
I see.
I think I did save, but it was when we first got down the stairs, not after I had like 1 or 2 random encounters. But I do think that I did save. But it's fine.
The person who did that new artwork in Final Fantasy VII, that was somebody named Tetsuya Nomura. You know that person?
No, but I do think that I know that they did art for Final Fantasy because I was looking at the Final Fantasy fandom wiki to get pictures for my baby shower card, which was very funny and nobody gave me any credit for.
Well, anyways, it's the Final Fantasy guy. Sorry, Kingdom Hearts guy. When I talk about Nomura, my brain just mixes up Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts.
X Atmosphere 092.
You're gonna get fucked. You're so screwed.
Why?
Sorry. This boss is hard.
I just did a boss. Why am I doing another boss? I do not want it to be another boss. This is a cool boss, by the way. Look at this spider guy. Or more like a scorpion.
Yeah, I'm seeing this scorpion. It's a scorpion without a tail.
Or it's I guess it is more like a spider.
Scorpion. Are you out of Phoenix Down?
I'm out of. Not only am I out of Phoenix Down, I'm out of life on Quetzalcoatl.
Oh boy.
Someone says that I have to run.
You have to run. Okay.
You could run from a boss? Will I have to beat it again?
I guess, well, this one specifically, I think there's a specific one about running away from the boss. I forgot about that. Okay. Is it
How do I
L1R
run?
one? You have
Can't
to hold
escape.
it until they run away. Oh,
It says
can't escape.
can't
So
escape.
then, no, you don't have to run. What if it's life? Oh, well. Zell Protect.
Oof. Big hit. Big boy do a big hit.
Big boy to a big hit. Big hitty.
Fire seems to get worse against this thing. That makes sense. Right?
Machines hate to be too hot.
Yes.
I know that about machines. They don't like to be too cold either.
Yeah.
They also don't like to have too much electricity. So it could be anything.
I'm gonna blind it. Let's do that.
You can't blind them though. That's the one thing I know about machines. They don't have eyes.
It did miss, so there you go. That totally tracks.
So with that one, it could just be that bosses are more immune to status effects or whatever.
Bosses are more immune to what?
They could be more immune to status effects.
Yeah, I agree.
Regular enemy. I'll be right back.
Okay. Here we go. This is it. Look, it's not my fault that everyone in my party died, and the game didn't give me enough healing items, and the game didn't give me an opportunity to heal. Okay. So this is Squall is going to use magic, cure Squall. Squall is going to cure Squall. Draw. Blizzard, cast. Sure doesn't seem to do as much as the fire. Okay, we did it. We escaped. Look at that. See? Everyone was so scared. Run away. Everyone was so scared. When your health is about 40%, tapping triangle a bunch will likely bring up the opportunity to use a limit break. Now, Lucas, what do you have to say that someone else said that, but about L1 instead of triangle?
Keith, there's Pokemon cards at McDonald's Happy Meals right now.
I heard. I beat the thing. Well, I got to the point where it let me run away.
Yeah,
so,
I did see that.
Uh-oh. Fuck. How was I supposed to navigate that?
Bummer.
Maybe I wasn't.
No, you weren't. Yeah, I think it's a sequence of like knocking this thing out and continuously running away.
Okay, fair.
I took my daughter to McDonald's recently.
Oh yeah? How was that?
She got a cute Pikachu Happy Meal box, and she got a little booster pack with 3 Pokemon cards in it that came with Charmander, Squirtle, and of course, Snivy. A holographic
Ooh,
Snivy.
Snivy! I love Snivy.
I don't care for him.
I'm gonna try frying this
fine.
thing's circuits with
He's just hanging
thunder.
out, you know. There's nothing wrong with Snivy, but when you get Charmander, and then Squirtle, and then Snivy, you're like,
It's
you can't
I
help
get
but
it,
be
fair.
disappointed.
Especially because honestly, Bulbasaur fucking rules.
Yeah. But what was extra adorable was that the Happy Meal box had little Pikachu ears you could pop out from the side and then stick them in the top, so then the box has Pikachu ears.
Thunder seems good.
Oh, do you have any double stocked up?
No. I wasted my doubles not understanding how it worked, I think.
Yeah, I wonder, was there ever a time you cast a double on yourself twice or something?
Basically.
I remember this sequence being pretty difficult. It's rough they don't bring back Selfie with like 1 HP after the battle.
Yeah, especially because there hasn't been anywhere to get any healing items besides like having picked them up.
Wait. Is Siren a life casting enemy? Maybe not. I guess that doesn't make sense.
You mean not you mean GF? Life casting GF?
Because if Siren could cast life on Selfie, maybe you could switch Siren.
Siren
to
is a
one of
weak
the other-
status effect GF, is what
Oh.
Zekier says.
Wow, that's really rude.
And you don't get any items for this, by the way. When you run away, I'm not getting any XP or any items for any of it.
Oh, right. Okay, wait. Stop and open your menu. What do we have going on here?
I am on a timer.
But let's we just gotta see if we can find any way to get Selfie just like back up on her feet.
I
That's
have
gonna change
something called an elixir that says that it restores all health and cures all status effects. But I
the
don't.
character has to be alive.
I assume.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll look at the. Here,
Yeah, let's
see.
just take a quick look.
I know that I don't have anything. I just looked at these, which is how I know that I don't have.
Yeah. What's G Returner? Ooh, G Returner. That's a heal for your GFs.
Oh, great. Okay.
Ah, that's so. All of it is so dumb, especially because like normally if you were playing FF8, all this GF stuff, it'd all be in your head. You wouldn't be saying GF at all, but now we have to talk about it. So we're like, that heals your GFs. We need to get more GF. Get this person a GF. Cypher needs a GF. Weapon crafting.
So items, right?
monthly.
So I go elixir. But okay, so I used my G returner, right? But then
Oh, a
look,
tent. You have a tent.
a tent.
If you had used a tent at the save point instead of fucking around with your save states, you would have healed Selfie.
I don't know, but it didn't tell me about the tent. I didn't pick this up anywhere. Okay, but how do
Yeah,
I
they were
now
probably-
use the G returner?
They were probably relying upon like a, like a prior knowledge of tents
How?
as an RPG
Please
item.
answer my question. How do I heal
Yeah.
Quetzalcoatl
Oh,
more?
Well, it said revive. Maybe there's a different. Maybe you need like G healer or something.
Yeah, I
Maybe
guess
there's
I
no
need
way
G
to-
healer. Great. It's the only thing that I have that works on.
Well, you've got one. Is the timer ticking down? By the way,
I think so.
then I think it's time to run.
Yeah, it is. Well, I was trying to tell you about actually looking at the items. I mean, it definitely was worth it to use G returner. Probably will only die right away though, but
But if you do die, now we know we can use the tent, and that'll be a big deal.
someone asked if I could bring Quizzes back into the party instead of
Probably, almost
Selfie.
certainly not, because Quistis is the professor, and this is like an exam or something.
Is this an exam?
I think this mission is your field exam.
There. If I'm lucky, I can get Quetzalcoatl down before.
Yeah. And now the mystery is solved as to why I didn't know it was pronounced Quetzalcoatl, because FF8 doesn't have that A in there.
4 hundo. Solid
We
4
like that,
hundo.
in fact.
What's that?
Have you gotten a sense of how much damage it takes to put this thing down?
Yeah, it's like 800.
Oh no!
800 each.
Quetzalcoatl! Ugh.
Yeah, that's it. Quetzalcoatl dead again. Item. No, not item. GF.
So what we have to do for the
Magic.
next battle
Thunder.
is don't cast Quetzalcoatl until right after that thing uses its death laser to give you the maximum possible time.
Yeah, fair. But I'm liking this so far. I'm liking the
Cool. Yeah, that's why I was thinking, like, it's not a totally different vibe from, like, KOTOR, right? Like, it's a pretty similar thing, I think.
I disagree.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think this is anything like KOTOR. I think the thing that you were
Okay.
saying was that this is kind of like Pokemon.
Well, it's definitely like Pokemon. Yeah, and I could see how you might think like, oh, Pokemon, there's 800 Pokemon. In Final Fantasy VIII, there's only like 9 characters. That's so few, but your characters can obviously, they're so much more versatile than a Pokemon that has 4 moves.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe there's another way to cure these guys.
You'll certainly be getting like
Ooh.
different kinds of items and healing spells as the game progresses.
I have thankfully I have Samuel here with some more backseat gaming advice. 10 Canadian dollars saying something yelling something. That's gonna help me, I think.
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry if this upsets some people. I don't think that was very helpful.
Well,
I'm
it's
here
hard
to
for me to
call
know
like
what's
a
gonna
kid.
come in handy.
Yeah.
I think that's it. No? Okay.
There it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's get the Zell out of here.
That's me, Zell!
Now what the Zell is going on in here?
Zell, stop trying to make your name a thing. Nobody
Zell,
thinks your
stop.
name is a thing. Zell. What's happening here? It'd be nice if there's a save point before the last one. Oh, I'm blinking! Oh no!
Yeah, that's just the blinky part of the bridge. Just has this brutal, like, point blank shoot you in the face move.
Yeah. And it's the weakest move also.
Yeah. Not as powerful as Hellfire.
That was a free of free. He didn't get damaged at all. That's great.
Yeah. So in the options menu,
What?
there is a setting to have abbreviated summon animations, which actually looks like it would save you time here because your timer is still ticking down. But later you get this ability that lets you like mash the square button at certain times during the summon animation to power it up. So then like if you want to have your maximum summon power, you have to disable the abbreviated summon animations.
My God, did you see Selfie?
Oh, and of course, with her classic weapon, the selfie stick.
Oh, that's really funny. I'm just gonna get 3 Ifrits out. Should be enough for this thing.
But this might be the final battle. So could have more help. You don't know. I don't. Who could say?
It definitely has been taking more than 2 Ifrits. Like, it's been taking an Ifrit and then 2 Ifrits and then some. Yeah, keep using that little gun on me. I love that.
Wow, that was nothing. You didn't even need that.
Just get me up to full health. For this has got to be it. There's no way. 3. What is that? Like it's gonna be like 1,300 damage, 1,320, something like that. I'm a big lion.
I'm a big boy. Woof woof.
Goat. I'm a lion goat, and I love fire.
I'm a lion goat dog and I love fire.
I hope this is the one where we actually kill it. Alright, I guess not. Let me use it. There we go. Yeah, get out of here now. Now you can go.
Let's get the hell out of here. Whoa.
Repairing 20%. I don't want it to be to repair.
More minutes.
I gotta be almost. That's it, right? Oh, come on.
Oh, you missed your chance to do a G return.
It's okay. We're okay. All right, we're gonna go all out here with the fire and. Okay, so GF, Ifrit, Atmos, Magic, Thunder. No more healing. This is a no heal zone.
Okay, no heal zone. God, that Ifrit animation is so long. At this point, it might actually be more economical to not use Ifrit to save time.
But he can't cast magic, so I'm basically trading.
Oh,
yeah, he doesn't have any magic. I have.
Good damage.
Good damage. Good damage.
God, if all those thunders were double thunders, though.
Yeah. Ooh, that's new. Didn't do shit.
Lexus Stone in the chat says, "Hey, look, it's Twilight Town, instantly enraging me."
What's Twilight Town?
That's just a place in Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
Just anything Kingdom Hearts just makes me furious now. Someone just says Kingdom Hearts and I see red.
So, Lewis says, I think you can hide in the bar when you run down the street. The one where they didn't get sick from the food. But will my timer run out, though?
Well, no, maybe it'll save the timer because it'll go past you and then you can come out of the bar and keep going. But if it bites you... Oh, it says you lose points and yes, timer runs out.
Okay.
No, don't hide, that's lame. He here says you lose points and yes, timer runs out. You miss a really good scene if you just haul ass. Wait. I think they mean you miss the good scene you get if you haul ass.
Okay.
Don't hide, just sprint. That's what they're all saying. You're almost through. Do save the dog, though, says sometimes Lucas. Just talk to it. Mash that button. Okay, keep going, keep going.
Where's the...
I
What?
think you're good. I think you're good. I think you're
Okay.
good.
It was hard to tell.
I think it was just doing a thing. Yeah, I think you did it. I think that's it. Sometimes Lucas says you're good now.
Thanks, Lucas. Good advice. Oh, there's more? Ah, I really thought that was it.
Well, you still gotta run past the bar. Keep going.
I can't. I'm stuck. I'm just here.
Weird. Withdraw. Hammer through. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Everyone's just like, run, run, run. This is so brutal.
Oh my god. We shouldn't have stopped to look at the items that one time.
God, that's sick, though.
And it really seamlessly went into pre-rendered. Wow.
Oh my god.
Literally 30 seconds left.
Holy shit. All Zell that ends Zell, right, guys?
Zell, shut up!
Oh, I should have saved my All Zell that ends Zell for a little longer. Should have held back a bit. Thank you, Quistis.
You said thank you, Quistis, and I looked at the donation feed.
Oof. All Zell that ends. Shut up, Zell!
Shut up, Zell. You just said that. While we're in this weirdly fast submarine, I'm gonna thank Zach in the Cash App, and then Gil and
Is
Mark.
this a submarine or a boat? I think it's just a boat.
It looked like a submarine before,
I
but
feel like that's a value judgment you're assigning to it based on its appearance.
no, you're right. It did seem more like a boat, but when we first got in it, it looked absolutely like a submarine. Like, look at it now.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So I just had it in my head that it was a sub.
Yeah.
On the Venmo, thanks to Gil and
be.
Mark
It might
and Sasha, I think again, and Brett. Although maybe it's just not updating from earlier. But they said like 4 minutes ago and 20 minutes ago, and I was like, I think I read these names. All they did was get in the way. Being a leader ain't easy. Wasn't he dead for most of that?
What the hell did you just say?
The hell did you just say about me? To me, Zell is Yamcha.
Yeah. Yep. And especially, he didn't have a face scar, so he just got the tattoo.
So where was Zell? Not Zell. Where was Cypher when we were like doing the boss and shit? Like, he was there.
I think he was just like, I'm gonna fuck off and do my own thing because you guys are losers, and then we just didn't see him for the rest of the thing.
Okay, yeah. Well, thanks everyone for the help and the advice.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, definitely helpful.
Let's find a save point. Let's maybe move on to Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah, I agree. I'm look at me. I'm agreeing. Hey, look at me.
Look at you agreeing. Yeah, and I'm looking and you are agreeing.
I like that. I don't know that I know what Final Fantasy is, but I like that.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, insofar as
Oh.
Final Fantasy VIII could explain to you what Final Fantasy is. I think you got what it had for you.
Did it just send me? It sent me back or what? What was that? Did I go? Was I? Did I do that? Did I do that? Okay, it looks like okay, I know what's happening now.
Got any cheese?
It's so here's what's happening. I'm going, and now look, I'm behind the lighthouse, and so I just like pressed back, and I just went to the new or to the old screen. Look at the hiccups. I'm hiccuping. Look at this. Look at this plant. And then what? Now look at that plant.
And then wow. Wait, go back.
And then what? Look at this plant. Yeah, I know. I was
get that draw point. Oh, they do have individual stocks. Okay. I think you can shift them around. I think you can like divide up stocks and put them on certain characters.
Oh, good. Yeah, diversify. You have to diversify your investments.
I know that all too well.
So this doesn't seem like a safe spot to me.
You should be able to save anywhere on the world map. So just get the heck out of here. Get the Zell out of town, and then just save it.
I love this new aspect of Zell. Gas saison.
Yeah.
I like this song.
Good, because you're gonna have to listen to it a lot if you're gonna play more Final Fantasy VIII.
And who knows? Item tent.
Who knows?
Fully restore. I hate that. I fucking hate that.
Wait, it didn't work on selfie?
No. I'm just like so.
Oh.
On the screen, like I just hate in emulators that it does the flashing thing because it can't do like it's not doing the right frame rate, basically.
Oh, you mean it's only showing 2 at a time instead of showing all 4?
No, it was like constantly flashing on all 4.
Oh,
I don't
no,
know what it was
does.
showing for you, but
that's the game.
That's the
That's
game
what
is
it's
doing
supposed
that.
to do. Yeah.
Oh, because a lot of emulators do that by accident because they can't represent.
No, so what I don't know what it showed on screen if you're streaming at 60 frames, but if you're only streaming at 30, what I saw was just stationary hands that were on 2 of the characters instead of 4.
Oh, and then with
the
stream, what the stream
Yeah.
saw was stationary hands that were on 2 but kept switching which 2.
That's funny.
Yeah. There we go. Saved. People were like,
Hey,
Keith, you didn't
buddy,
save.
you got that Ryzen. You gotta stream this at 60 frames, bud.
I don't know
got
what
that
I don't know
Ryzen.
what I'm streaming it at. I don't know what I'm
Not
streaming
important.
at.
It's actually Final Fantasy. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, that's Final Fantasy 1. I mean that's the first Final Fantasy we're doing, Final Fantasy 8. I am going to run to the bathroom and then I'm going to load up the Final Fantasy 9 ROM.
Lame. I'm also feeling like, Keith, can you hear me? Keith, yell if you can hear me. Well, I'm just gonna hope he can't hear me. I'm gonna start playing probably gonna start playing Bowser's Fury, while Keith is playing Final Fantasy 9. Unless it grabs me back in. It was pretty tough to hang in there. I'm really bad at being the Let's Play co-pilot, not being the one with my hands on the controller because of my ADHD. So it was getting tough there. New games, so maybe it'll draw me back in for a bit, but I'm gonna have to start playing some Marios just to keep my brain awake. and saying it's only going to get easier from here, I think, probably meaning that 9 and 10 are better games than 8, which I suppose is true, but I have this thing with Final Fantasy 9 where it just makes me bored and puts me to sleep right around after the plant boss. Like, it holds my interest until the plant boss, or I struggle to maintain interest until the plant boss, and then I'm like, I'll take a break and come back later, and then I usually never come back later. Sometimes Lucas saying, I'll be very surprised if Keith isn't immediately taken in by FF9's charm. Totally good call. Keith will love that.
What is a good call that I'll love?
You will probably, sometimes Lucas predicted, says, I'll be very surprised if Keith isn't immediately taken in by Final Fantasy IX's charm. And I would, not be surprised by that at all.
But this is the one that you don't like. Do you also think it's charming, but you just don't think it's fun?
I just think it at least at the time when it was, sort of a contemporary game, it didn't really speak to my tastes or interests in the way that 7, 8, and 10 did.
I just want to say congratulations, everyone. We have 69 donations so far on the Streamlabs thing. Just under $3,000. That's like really excellent. I'm very excited by this. Depending on the place, that would be first month and security deposit of rent.
How much?
3,000.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Isaac was trying to give me an Amazon package, but I don't know what that could be, and I don't think I ordered anything. Oh, do you want to open it? It might be a book. It might be a Star Wars book that I got. No, I didn't buy a Star Wars book.
The High Republic?
No, I already bought. I bought one of the High Republic books. Maybe I did. Oh, you know what? So I bought 2 of them from like an actual bookstore, but I think I bought one from Amazon a few days ago. I couldn't remember. I was just like, what if I read? All right, let's start up this. Oh, you know what it was? We had. I know it now. I remember what I got. So one of them, we needed a new potato peeler to peel potatoes, or vegetable peeler, not just potatoes. And then we got rid of, that box that I had that had like some Tupperwares in it that sat on the counter? It just started breaking and it was getting nasty and it was taking up space. And so I just threw it out, and as a replacement, I'm just making a little bit more room. So I also got a cup for, people keep like big kitchen stuff in a little cup. It's like, here's my slotted spoon and my spatula. And so I got that cup. So that's what it was. I was like, I didn't get anything. What is going on? But I just forgot.
It's like the lazier version of a lazy Susan. It's like a depressed Susan or something. Like, won't even roll
just grab
over.
it. Take what you need. All right.
Take what you need. It's in there somewhere.
All right. Let's